Alright, we're going to go ahead and do a cold start of the A-18C Hornet that was recently released in early access for DCS World. So I've just made a Persian Gulf template map that we're going to use to go ahead and do these procedures. Procedures themselves are a little bit, they vary a little bit from what's in the actual training, but they will get the plane in the air. So now that we have bounced into the air, onto the airfield, see we're here in the Persian Gulf. Take a look around the back of our planes with our Blue Angel livery, right? So, all right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn the battery on over here on the right console by your right knee. Your IFE is turned on above your left foot. We're going to go ahead and turn the APU on the left console. Hear the APU starting. Go ahead and close the cockpit. You can do that later, but we'll do it now. Master caution's on because we have all types of errors right now since the plane isn't doing anything. And then now that the APU ready light is on, we're going to go ahead and right click the ignition, start the right engine. When the right engine hits 25%, we're going to go ahead and add throttle. And we're going to move the throttle up to idle for the right engine, which will be right shift and home for the keys. So right shift and home. And then we'll see this spool up to 66 and then dropping to 65% for idle. Now while we're doing that, let's go ahead and turn our DDIs on with 2 right clicks. Turn our HUD on by clicking and dragging up right here. Go ahead and turn our multifunction color display up as well.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls, flight controls.
Alright, we got a lot of bit failures because that's what this plane does. You see right now the FCCS with some errors. Left generator's off. If you look over on the left DDI, you'll see generator, flight controls, flaps are off, so on and so forth. Hydraulics are off. So we're going to go ahead and we will start the left engine. Left engine will spool up to 25% as well. Now we're going to go ahead and change to the support page. You see all of these X's. This means that we have some flight control errors with the actual flight control surfaces themselves. So hopefully we'll successfully be able to get the check done on that. All right, now the left engine we're going to turn on, move up to idle. So left alt and home. So that will also spool up and then idle at 65%. You can arm your ejection seat now if you want. You can also tighten your straps, the left side of the seat. So you see we've got our HUD, DDIs are working, and then a multifunction color display here in the center, front of the stick. So let's go ahead and, now that we've got the plane mostly started, let's go ahead and do our FCS reset. So you see we've cleared out all the errors in the flight control surfaces. We still have these bit failures. So we're going to attempt, there was an attempt made. We're going to actually make an attempt to properly clear these here in a sec. So we're going to run our self-tests.
Engine fire left. Engine fire left.
You do have to right-click and hold this through the entire time.
Engine fire right.
While Bitch and Betty complains.
Engine fire right. APU fire. APU fire. Bleed air left. Bleed air left. Bleed air right. Bleed air right.
Now we're going to give her a second, think about her decisions. And I'm going to try left click and hold this down.
Engine fire left. Engine fire left. Engine fire right. Engine fire right. APU fire. APU fire. Bleed air left. Bleed air left. Bleed air right. Bleed air right.
Alright, now that those are done, let's go ahead and see if we can get these bit errors to clear. So, we're actually going to try to get this thing to bring our flaps up to auto. And we're going to go on the right DDI, we're going to go to the FCS. We're going to try to reset this. If you look on the left, you see that we have all these set to 0 right now because we've reset them all. So now we're going to try to go to the reset switch over here. hopefully it will cooperate. Oh, also when you do those self-tests, forgot about this, you have to come over to the bleed air valve over here, and you need to right-click and reopen the bleeds. The actual self-checks, these actually do close your bleed valves. While you're here on the ground also, you should go ahead and turn your INS up to ground. Turn your radar to operate. Per the training video, you will not microwave anybody on the ground when it's an operate we're on the ground, so that's a positive sign. Over on the left, you can set your formation lights, positional lights. If you're going to taxi, you can set your taxi lights. We still want to run that control surfaces check, so hopefully we will get some progress here. So we got full flaps right now, half flaps. You can see these are actually changing. And then you have your auto. Checklist. Self-check isn't working as appropriate. I might have goofed that step up. But anyways, so now that we're here, we actually, plane should be operational, so we're going to go ahead and set our flaps to half for takeoff. So see your control surfaces, and then you're going to go over here to your rudder trim. You're going to go ahead and click the little button on the top for the stabilizer trim. Ejection seat is armed. Navigation takes a few minutes to come up, but it should be ready soon. If not, so on the left menu, what we're going to do in the left EDI is we're actually going to turn on the HUD in case our primary HUD fails during takeoff. And at the same time, we're going to come over here and we're going to choose. You don't need the direction indicator. What I like to do is on the right DDI. Turn on the HSI, so you get your compass rose. If you had navigation set up, you could do that too. The instruction manuals change these around to what you want to have on those screens. And while we're here also, since we've closed the canopy, you're going to want to turn your OBOGs on, your oxygen. So then the oxygen system's turned on. FCS has been reset, trims have been set, flaps are set to half for takeoff, release the parking brake, and you're ready to go. And in case you haven't watched the videos themselves, something to keep in mind is nose wheel steering is on by default. If you want to change nose wheel steering to the high performance, you hold the S key down and you can rotate and take much tighter corners. And that's it. That's how to do a cold start of the F-18 Hornet.